Hello, I am coming in for messages about the Lion's Gate. I have not tuned into the energies yet. I have no idea what's going to come out. And I just wanted to come in and kind of celebrate my Leo rising, you know, just celebrate myself and celebrate all of the Leos. So happy birthday. I'm glad you were born. So let's see what comes out. I'm not sure what decks I'm going to use quite yet, but I know I'm going to start out with the Muse. So let's see, what is the Lion's Gate bringing forward for humanity? Every time I look at myself in the camera, I'm like, excuse me, miss, your Leo is showing. I normally don't dress like this much glisten, but that's what Leo's about. We're about expressing ourselves. We're about feeling that creativity on our bodies and through our makeup and through our clothes. So, feeling good. Okay. Oh, okay, Hanged Man, yeah, that. Okay. Let me pull a couple other cards from some other decks to kind of get an idea. You know, this isn't going to be that quick of a video, guys, because there's a lot coming through. Or that wants to come through. All right, it's a big one. It's a big one. Yep, it's just obviously spiritual. I don't have to say that. Let me see, I want to pull from here. I gotta pull from the Goddess. Gotta pull from the Goddess, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I've been getting that card so much for everyone. It's like, okay. Let's pull a couple others. Let's get a real good idea about this Muse that's coming in. The Lion's Gate has always seemed and felt like that moment when you sit down as an artist and things just kind of spill out. That's the energy I'm getting about just letting your creativity and those projects and those, it's not about love. It's not about, I mean, this might awaken some people. This might inspire people. But I don't think that this energy, the Lion's Gate, is ever dependent on union of anything. It's more union for your soul than it is with someone else's soul. So let's see. Let's get some goddesses out here. What do they want to say? All right, what is it bringing to humanity? Wise leadership. Yeah, there's a lot of leadership, which is such a Leo thing. Well, not so much as Leos are leaders. They're just not followers. So, let me pull one more. Okay. Who else wants to come out and play? Who else? Anyone else? Let's just go with it. This is is a big gate. I mean, also I had some other people trying to tell me that it has only happened once. No, it happens every year, just so you guys know. If you ever hear anyone say that, I mean, the impacts of it are always generally the same. It is a portal to kind of suck in what needs to be made room for. It is about contraction and expansion. It is definitely about those creative energies, but it happens every year. Now, depending on what planets come in, we do have some pretty intense Aries energy coming through, and some of those planets that I've been talking about that I think are getting ready to move out. They're getting ready to move out. Ooh, Kali. Oh, I'll tell you what. Kali seems to, that would be a good, that just represents 2020 right there. Kali. Yeah. All right, guys. So, I think I got everybody. Everyone who wants to participate and be seen. Okay, so this is definitely about the energy that's coming in, which we're going to talk a little bit more about personal experiences from the Lion Gate soon. First, we're going to start off with what we are all dealing with. I see it is a big lesson. There is something big happening. There is a new beginning. Again, we're still in that pause that I was talking about in the cosmic consciousness reading. We're still in that pause. That's coming up for everyone in all of my readings for people. Now, the Knight of Materials, the Knight of Inspiration, is really showing me that it's an energy of heading into the unknown. It's an energy of procrastination. It's an energy of digging your heels in and sticking where you need to get the work done. But also it's next to a horse that's getting ready to charge into battle. It's not there yet. It's rearing back, but it is about that inspiration, that moment of movement, that moment of thought and action coming together to create a result. We're talking about a new beginning with our creative energies. Funny, I did pull that for the sneak peek on my Patreon. I did pull, that card came up today. That card came up today. Yeah, none of these other cards came up, but we're also dealing with this energy, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It's like we want to move forward, we want to go forward, and we can't. I think that this has this time for everyone is, a place of like hermit mode. Hermit is really, really important. There's a lot of soul searching. There's an awakening. Everyone is an awakening to some new perspective, and it's helping them change the way that their mind works. My guides are showing me this helmet that was on humanity's head, and it was like blocking some of the the helmet was blocking a lot of the organic or the natural energy downloads that we're supposed to receive as humans. So now it's almost like there's a backup. It's almost like when you don't upgrade your phone for a long time, the iOS updates, you kind of build up, you have a lot of it. And I feel like all of a sudden now it's coming through, but it came through with all of what was backed up and stopped up. So now it's coming through, and that's why a lot of people are awakening. I do see the moon, so that gives me an indication that this very last, like a couple days ago, that full moon happened. And if that hasn't been kicking anybody's butt, I don't know, man. It's made me really emotional. It's brought a lot of been reminiscing a lot. There's a lot of people who are also reminiscing. There's a lot of people coming from the past. There's this urge to tie up loose ends, this really big urge to cleanse out all of those emotional experiences that are holding us back. I'm feeling like if somebody does come back into your life, they're showing me that it's not meant to be forever, and that's okay. It just means that you are meant to clear it up, get it out, clean out the closet, that sort of thing. Now the world is here, and it's under the pause. So the world is in a pause. The world, it's almost like this downloading period is just processing. It's just integrating everything that's happening, everything that has happened, and all of those invisible upgrades that we can't see is coming through for the Lionsgate. And this awakening is on a subconscious level. This creativity, this surge of fiery energy coming from the Lionsgate is all subconscious. I think that whether you're having healing through dreams, if you're having meditations that seem to be very healing and you can't quite understand what's going on, but you know something very big just happened or something impactful that's going to change the way you engage in your life every day, know that this is the Lionsgate. They're changing something within the way that we operate, and they're telling me the first impulse is changing. So our impulse in making decisions, our impulse in the way, what we choose, what side of the road we choose. I mean, a lot of these impulses weren't thought about before, and now we're starting to see, well, maybe that's not very good for me, or I did that last time, we ain't going there again. But it's that your impulses are changing for the better. And it's like they're showing me it just must be the age change is what they're showing me. They keep talking about Pisces, the Piscean age, about it being watery and illusion, and how so what they're showing me is people becoming adapted to living on the bottom of the sea. They're walking, it looks like they are living fine. It's like they've adapted to the illusion and the lies. They've adapted to that fantasy land. And the problem with Piscean fantasy is that none of it has any real stance or foundation whatsoever. It is purely dreams and imagination. So it's almost like now you guys have come out of the water. There's this sense of fire that's here to like put people in the right places. I've been saying this for a while. I do see a lot of people moving. I see a lot of movement within this, and a lot of people are going to be realigned with their tribes so that we can connect and make grid work that's more powerful for everyone. Let's see. Oh, that's so funny. That chakra. It's like, you know, Leo all the way. It's that creative energy. It's this. See that creative flow of energy? It looks like she's got flowers or something coming out of her head, but they kind of look like planets too. I see this. All that orange energy coming in, all that sacral and solar, which is all about I know, I am. It's about that female energy, because every time I feel the Lionsgate, it never feels masculine to me. I mean, lions are usually have a very prowess energy and a very hunting energy, which can sometimes be looked at as the feminine and the masculine, but I always feel like the the energies that are coming now are to balance out that feminine and masculine. We've been doing that for years now. I've been talking about the balance of the feminine and the masculine, but this seems to be a little bit more divine masculine. It's like Kali comes in to kill all of your demons. She comes in to cleanse out what is no longer good for you. She can cleanse out. I've heard stories from friends and clients about her coming in and cleansing our palates so that we can eat healthier for each of us in our bodies. Sometimes what agrees with your body might not agree with someone else, and Kali will come in and take that away. She is the destroyer. She is about magic. I mean, if you follow any of the Hindu paths that have to do about Kali, she is the one tribe that has magic. Most Hindu people don't participate in magic. And any of the Kali worshippers, they have magic. They have magical rituals. There's a lot of snakes. Snakes are all about that transformation, about the eternal energy in which we use to create things. She has a lot of that energy. So more moons. They just keep talking about how important the moon is right now for you guys to really pay attention to it and the effect that it's having. And I don't know if every one of you is going to understand some of the things they're saying, but maybe it is for you. So the moon is a satellite, and it is sending you special downloads and waves. So making sure that you're sitting outside at night on the patio or whatever, so you can soak up some of that moon energy. That moon energy is about the female body. It's the most important teaching about the female body. If you connect to the sun enough and then connect to the moon enough at night, more than likely your ego and your intuition will become balanced. You'll be receiving those downloads. The sun is a satellite also, they're saying, so it's very important as well. But those natural elements are what, the God energy comes through the sun, and the goddess energy comes through the moon. There are sun goddesses as well. I've been told personally I am a sun goddess, so make sure to get those energies. Make sure that you're going outside. Now, this one, I want to make sure that I got that right. I know that the moon and the water is involved, and if you guys can see that. But let me make sure. Goddess of space and infinite possibilities. So it's more planetary stuff. It's about infinite possibilities. That's really what the Lion's Gate is about, is that creative energy. And if you can create anything, just as long as you're open to it. Now it says, the cosmos exist inside of you. You made room to allow them to exist inside of you. This is a time for deep meditation, profound nature in oceans and in silence. Her stillness guides you to enter into a deep cosmic web of potentials that exist for you in the present moment. Continue making time for whatever brings you to a point of total stillness. That is that hermit. That's that hermit energy. That's that awakening energy. It's Judgment Day, guys. We're going to see a continuous pattern of opportunities to slowly and surely move towards the light, move towards our inspiration, or our, too many words at once, guys, too many words. It's definitely, you know how we heal in layers. We also grow in layers. And this is one of many opportunities that's going to put us in the right direction in small choices and decisions. So again, meditation and things like that are going to be very, very important because of the hermit. We're seeing a lot of pause and rest and reflection. I know that I've been so tired lately because of all of these energies, but let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, just making room for your highest self to shine. Make sure that you are that stillness, that quiet. I keep seeing a lot of talking, and there needs to be more inner dialogue than there is external. Oh, Lakshmi's on the bottom. I didn't even see that. Lakshmi, all about good fortune and bringing, I mean, fortune can come in any way that you want it to, but so again, birth of creation, potential growth. Anything can happen, you know. Eggs are also seen as, you know, the birth of anything. It's fertile, it's womb energy. We have the potential to choose the right road, but it's going to come in a lot of different ways. It's going to come in opportunities, and what they want you to do is think about each opportunity that's given to you. Think about, what would my highest self do? Really connect with your highest self. Really meditate on these huge life transformation, these decisions that are coming in that are going to transform your life. You really need to put a little bit of thought into it. Like I was saying, that a lot of the energy before was really thoughtless. And there was too much ethereal fantasy energy of just allowing stuff to happen and not really digging into it. These opportunities are really going to put you in a place, whether you feel, so that what they're telling me is there's a few of you that are a little bit of a control freak, and you're not going to be able to control what's going on. They're showing me someone who's told the right thing. It's almost like as if God came down, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, came down and said to some of these people, this is the way. Go this way. Make this decision. Live this way. Breathe this way. Eat this way. And this will bring you to, and there'll still be people who will fight it. That's that ego energy. So it's really about abandoning that ego, and walking the path of creation is about walking the path of your highest self, making the right decisions that bring you to the easiest crossroads. If you have come to a crossroads in your life and you are battling which way to go, you are ultimately resisting the most effortless decision. If you've worked hard enough to come to this place of listening to your intuition, developing a unique and spiritual individual relationship with God, it is going to be easy for you. If you have not taken the opportunities and the chances to change your life and grow, it's going to feel difficult for you. It's going to feel painful. The things that are coming are going to be about abundance and effortlessness. Divine will. Let go of fear. That golden energy. By the way, I brought my sunflowers in here for all my little Leos. Yeah, I made sure to bring those in. I keep those on my coffee table. But anyways, more golden energy. Divine will and ego will. You know, for a long time I've been told I'm a very strong-willed person. Once I get an idea in my head, you can't really change it. And I will challenge myself to finish it out of my own desire to do so. And I won't stop until I notice that either it's keep going or abandon this idea and start a new one. I'm pretty strong-willed, so I get that. But also remember, like I've been telling some of you, like the Tauruses and people with that very stubborn, fixed energy, is, again, it's fine if you don't want to walk the path of your highest self. I mean, it's not, your highest self might not be as high as some of us who have worked for it to be very connected to the divine. But again, there's going to be some very simple decisions that are coming up for you guys, and it's not that you're going to look stupid, but it's really going to affect your future life. So really be thoughtful and mindful about those decisions that are coming in. Allow the divine to come into your life and work and take some of that stress and that burden off. Allow the creative energy to come in. And then move forward with an open mind. I know I just keep pulling the same cards out of this deck, but they're just really saying, like, this closed-minded divide that we have in society is just, it's just too much. It's not necessary for the future. We need to have critical thinking, but we also need to know that just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that we all can't just be kind to each other, and we don't need to shove people into corners, and we don't need to shove people into a pack because we don't feel like they belong. So really move forward with an open mind, heal yourself, be kind to others, go inward. That's really important right now. So we have Ishtar. I think she was the first recorded goddess female energy who has pretty much been wiped from fucking history, which is a shame. But Ishtar is the divine mother. She's Gaia. She's basically, she is the divine feminine. She is the goddess within us. She is that feminine energy. She is really communion with our highest self. So this is going to represent your highest self. You want to make sure and walk that path with her. And I'm going to pull out the book for some of these. But this is another home card. Being at home. She's the goddess of hearth and home. Of, the fireplace, the hearth within the home. And then I have wise leadership. So, that goes into being an open-minded. Are you going to be a dictator? Are you going to be an extremist? Are you going to be, what is it? Where are you? But the point is to make a wise leaders, just like wise spiritual teachers, wise counselors, wise therapists, wise scientists. All of them will include all factors within a situation and be able to integrate the energy of those ideas together, because essentially everything's all connected. It's just about finding the dots and finding the information. So if you have complete unity consciousness and you are able to see all sides without the idea of opinions, because opinions can sometimes be the lowest form of knowledge, we want to connect to the divine. The divine is not telling you anything but the truth. It's not telling you an opinion or belief. It's just telling you what is. Come from that point of view. Come from a progressive point of view. Come from that creative energy. That's really, what the Lion's Gate is going to be about. Yeah. And let me pull one more. Let's see. So, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So again, your true north is your highest self. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Spoken like a true Leo. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, and connect with nature. Again, they're giving you to do a lot of things that require you to just be organic and be in your natural self. And your natural self is within the realm of meditation. It is within the realm of creativity and play. It's in the realm of nature, meditation, devotion, stillness. All right, so I also wanted to ask what this is bringing forward for you guys. What else wants to come through for the Lionsgate? Lionsgate 29. I feel like there's something more they want to talk about. Make wise decisions. They are giving you an opportunity through this Lionsgate. Everything that you set in motion now is going to come to fruition near the end of the month. All right, you're too polarized. Too polarized. Some of these have already come up, and some of them have come up for my Patreon messages that I gave there. Yep, some of the same stuff. Yep, okay. So those messages must have been for the Lionsgate. Okay, so this is talking about the crumbling of the old so that we can rebuild. That's pretty much the going message and theme here. They are telling me that there is going to be a lot of changes coming up. Your whole system, the whole system in which humans are living through is changing. This is a very big opportunity for humanity to move forward in the right direction. Okay, so there's some recognition of the two voices. There seems to be not being able to make a decision, or being at a crossroads, or it can, in one of the decks that I have, it talks about schizophrenia, and it talks about that polarization of the head and the heart. It talks about schizophrenia being being open to too many realms at once. It's about generally confusion of the mind. It's not from anything else. Everything else seems to be pretty solid around them. But it is this energy that you've done to yourself. You've put yourself in this situation. You've made yourself confused. You have stepped away from logic. You have stepped away from even the emotions and the intuition that's coming through. So this is a crossroads, guys. You get to figure out what it is that you want to do. That's really the main message here, is you have an opportunity to make this world far darker, harder, one that doesn't have to do and deal with abundance. We can go down that path of control, or we can walk into a place of abundance and prosperity. We can walk into a place of inspiration and happiness and bliss. But again, it's talking about, this is a new dawn. This is a killing off of all of the old and bringing in the new. It looks like there's no more holding on to these old stories. There cannot be any more of these old stories. You guys have got to let go of these old stories and these old scenarios and these experiences. They are not who you are from here on out. What's important is you connecting with the divine and figuring out what it is that they're saying to you. Focus on the opportunities, not the things that have passed you by. It looks like there is a lot of There's a lot of waiting and allowing things to come through. It looks like the demolishing is where I still feel like we're at 50%. We're not even close to done yet. There is a lot of work that has to be done about bringing in a place of unity. I mean, this is all about unity. It's about letting the dominoes fall where they may. It's about allowing things to come to you. There is some... This card came up in just a little bit ago, but isn't it funny? It does remind me of a portal. And it's almost like y'all have your head down. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy decision. What are you going to choose? Light or dark? Highest, lowest. Make up your mind now. Make up your mind now. This page of emotions is talking about following your heart. These are about divine messages. These are about those things that make us really happy and excited. Those messages of that just bring out joy. You've got to allow the old to go away. And it's funny because I see this 8 of materials with this. These two are really coming to mind. So we have the 8, which is symbolic of the Lion's Gate, which is about work. And then there's that portal. Are you going to allow things to grow? Are you going to start juggling and moving things in the way that they need to be? Or are you just going to stay with your head in the sand and stay at the beginning? I mean, this girl is not even going in the portal. It's like she's blocking everyone from going inside the portal. She is. She's blocking. All you have to do is tip her over and she'll fall backwards. All right, guys, that is really the main message that's coming through. Focus on what you want. How can I afford it? How can I make this happen? How can I be in this relationship? How can I make this happen? Once you allow it to fall and you allow the good stuff to come into your life and stop. I mean, what they're telling me is that you feel this way and you are creating your own demons. I mean, do you want trash panda energy in your life? Let's see what y'all are disappointed about. Let's see what's so big here that's keeping everyone from moving forward and why you don't want anyone else to move forward. Let's see what this fear is. Let's see what this fear is. So again, 8 of emotions, leaving things behind that no longer serve your best and highest good. It's about balance. It's about, I got another 2 of materials. These are about juggling things. This is about figuring out, you know, learning how to juggle is not easy. It takes practice. You're going to have to learn how to juggle differently. Queen of Voices. Get out of your head, guys. Get out of your head. You're too much in your head. You're not leaving things behind that no longer serve your best and highest good, or people, or relationships, or things. Because this is coming up as a block, the negative aspects of the Queen of Swords is that she wears masks in order to get what she wants. She is cut off from her heart. This is a very cold looking card. I don't see any warmth coming out of this. It's time to purge the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is those insecurities inside of you that keep you from moving forward and being successful. It's only because of you that you stopped yourself. No one has stopped you from doing anything in this world. And as a matter of fact, the world owes you nothing. So how are you going to make shit happen? How are you going to make shit happen? How are you going to bring in, because it's looking like you don't want to leave things behind. You don't want to make a decision. But this is what's waiting for you, is a place of stability and celebration and joy and enjoying the fruits of our labor and abundance and having everything you need at your fingertips. That's what you're resisting. You want to continue to resist all that fucking goodness? By all means, go ahead. You have free will. Don't use your free will wisely. Shit, I might label this video that, because that seems to be the short synopsis of what they're telling me. Yeah, so those are your messages for the Lionsgate. Damn, that was 40 minutes long. So I hope that you guys take your ideas and you run with them. I hope that you decide to make shit happen. So go out there and be brave. All right, guys.